This is the story of Blessed Nicholas Bunkered Kitbamrung. The year is 1946. France has declared war on Indochina. The people of Indochina are fearful and uneasy. This fear is sprouting new hatred and distrust among peoples. The best explanation could be provided due to religion. At this time in history, most of Indochina is Buddhist. Even Indochina's governments are based on Buddhism's teachings and beliefs. Because Buddhism is the dominant religion in Indochina, most other religions are seen as foreign and wrong. One of the most of these would be Catholicism. The Indo-Chinese government of Thailand in particular at this time grew a very strong hatred toward Catholicism. The main reason for all the Catholic hatred was due to what the Indo-Chinese knew of the French. They tied in Catholicism straight to their enemies. Needless to say, Catholicism was punished harshly by the government in Indochina. Many Catholics who were found out were killed or imprisoned for their beliefs. During this time of despair, a man would try to change how people thought of Catholicism in Indochina. His name was Nicholas Bunkered Kitbamrung. He was a priest native to Thailand who stood up for the Catholic Church, its beliefs, and even worked to get those Catholics who lost faith to believe again. He would be connected to the spiritual work of mercy known as Council of the Doubtful. Going back in time, in the year of 1895, Nicholas was born to a family in Thailand. The mother and father of the boy were converts to Catholicism and had 5 children along with him. Nicholas became very pious. At age 13, he entered the Hang Zan Minor Seminary, where he learned about priesthood and theology. Later, he entered the Penang Major Seminary in 1920. He was ordained as a priest at age 31 in the Archdiocese of Bangkok. From there on, he went to become a missionary in northern Vietnam. While on missionary work, he helped people losing hope in God find it again. He preached to people on a regular basis. Most of Nicholas's work had to do with spiritual works of mercy. He mainly helped people who were losing faith in God. Unfortunately, Nicholas did not live so easy all through his life. When war finally did erupt between France and Indochina, suspicion and danger were everywhere. Eventually, due to the hatred of Catholicism in Indochina, Blessed Nicholas was found by the Thailand authorities. While ringing a church bell one morning to summon the people before Mass, the authorities arrested him. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. This sentence was based upon the accusation that Nicholas, for not being Buddhist and choosing to be a Catholic, made him most likely a spy for the French. For being a Catholic, Nicholas's time in prison was ruthless and cruel. What's worse is that he didn't even survive his entire sentencing. While in prison, he contracted a deadly disease known as tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is a disease caused by microbacterium. It causes the lungs or lymph nodes to become inflamed, and this can cause serious chest pain, coughing, and sneezing. He stood these harsh conditions in prison without medicine or medical care due to the fact he was Catholic. His tuberculosis, combined with the normal troubles of prison, finally ended his life in 1944. As a final act of piety, he baptized at least 60 inmates in the name of God before his death, and taught them about Catholicism and God's teachings. Blessed Nicholas Bunkered Kitbamrung was a pious and kind priest. He had a strong belief in God that made him brave enough to endure horrid conditions and accusations. He could be looked at almost as a hero for the spiritual sides of people who never give up. Blessed Nicholas did many of the spiritual works of mercy in his life, instruct the ignorant and console the doubtful for his help with Catholics who lost their faith. Bear wrongs patiently and forgive offenses willingly, he did in accepting false accusations from the Thai government. Blessed Nicholas was a man who can show us not just the good in himself and ourselves with what we can do, but also in hope.